Welcome to English Learning from Scratch. Today we're covering false friends, which are words that look very similar between Spanish and English, but have completely different meanings. This is one of the most important lessons for Spanish speakers learning English, because these similar-looking words trick you into making embarrassing mistakes. False friends appear in everyday conversations, from health topics to shopping to business meetings. A single false friend in one sentence can completely change your message. By the end of this lesson, you'll know 15 high-risk false friends and how to use the correct English words instead. Let's start with the most famous false friend, embarazada and embarrassed. In Spanish, embarazada means a woman is pregnant, but in English, embarrassed means feeling shy or uncomfortable about something that happened. These two words look similar, but they describe completely different situations. If you say, I am embarazada when you only want to say you feel shy, you're accidentally telling people you're pregnant. This is the kind of mistake that becomes a joke in real conversations. The correct English word for feeling shy or uncomfortable is embarrassed. And if you want to say someone is going to have a baby, you say she is pregnant. Remember, embarazada equals pregnant, and embarrassed equals feeling ashamed or shy. Next false friend, constipado and constipated. In Spanish, constipado means you have a cold with a blocked nose or flu-like symptoms. But in English, constipated refers to a digestive problem, not a cold at all. This is especially confusing because both involve health, so Spanish speakers naturally assume the words are the same. If you tell your English-speaking colleagues, I am constipated when you only want to say you have a cold, they'll be confused or amused. The correct way to say you have a cold in English is simply I have a cold or I am sick. This is much more polite for small talk at work or with friends. So remember, constipado in Spanish means cold, but constipated in English means a completely different health issue. Now let's look at two words that appear in positive contexts but still trip up Spanish speakers. Éxito in Spanish means success or achievement in business or projects, but if you translate éxito directly to English, you get the word exit, which means the door you leave through or the way out. These are completely opposite ideas. The correct English word for business success is success. Similarly, ropa in Spanish means clothes or garments you wear. But the English word rope refers to a thick cord used for climbing or tying things. If you say, I need new rope when shopping for clothes, people will be very confused. The correct word is clothes. These false friends show up in professional settings and shopping situations, so it's important to use the right words. Éxito becomes success, and ropa becomes clothes. 3 more everyday false friends that come up in conversations. Largo in Spanish means long, describing time or distance or hair length. But in English, the word large means big or wide. These are different descriptions, so you need to be careful. If you say the meeting was large when you mean it took a long time, the meaning is confused. Say the meeting was long instead. Biblioteca in Spanish refers to a bookcase or bookshelf at home, but Biblioteca Pública is a public library. In English, bookshelf is the furniture at home, and library is the public building. Finally, Fábrica in Spanish means pharmacy or drugstore where you buy medicine. It does not mean factory, which is an industrial manufacturing place. If you tell someone go to the factory to get medicine, they'll think you mean a place that makes products, not a place that sells medicine. Always say pharmacy or drugstore instead. 3 more high-risk false friends to remember. Actual in Spanish means current or present time, but in English, the word actual means real or true. These are not the same meaning. If you say the actual problems are serious, in English it sounds like the real or true problems, not the current problems. Say current problems instead. Carpeta in Spanish is a folder, either for papers or on a computer. But the English word carpet refers to the flooring material on your floor. It does not mean a paper folder. If you say I need a new carpet for my desk, people will think you want floor covering, not a paper holder. Say folder instead. Finally, preservativo in Spanish means condom. This is a sensitive topic, but important to know because it's very different from the English word preservative, which is a chemical added to food. These 3 false friends show up in office settings, computer work, and personal conversations, so pay close attention. 3 food and household false friends. Burro in Spanish means butter, the food you spread on bread or use in cooking. But the English word burro refers to a donkey, a farm animal. These are completely unrelated. If you say pass the burro at dinner, people will think you're joking about a farm animal instead of asking for butter. Say butter instead. Leche in Spanish is milk, the white drink. The English word milk can mean the same drink, but in slang it has different meanings too, so stick with milk in standard English. Finally, vaso in Spanish means a drinking glass, the cup you drink from. But in English, vase refers to a decorative container for flowers. If you say, I have a nice vase on my desk, people might think you're talking about a flower container, not a drinking glass. Say glass instead. These three come up all the time in restaurants and at home, so practice them when talking about food and daily objects. Let's practice with real sentences you'll hear and use in conversations. First sentence, I am embarrassed about my mistake, not I am embarazada about my mistake. Second, I have a cold today, not I am constipated today. Third, the meeting was very long, not the meeting was very large. Fourth, I need medicine from the pharmacy, not from the factory. These are the exact sentences you'll use in real conversations. When you hear someone use the wrong word, you now know why it's a mistake and what the correct word should be. The pattern is simple. Spanish speakers assume similar words mean the same thing, but false friends break that rule. The solution is to memorize the correct pairs and practice saying them out loud 3 times each. This repetition helps your brain remember the right English words automatically. Here are 5 final rules to remember. First, whenever you see a familiar-looking Spanish word in English, pause and check the meaning. Similar words are the biggest false friend trap. Second, health words are the highest risk, especially embarazada and constipado, because they lead to embarrassing mistakes. Third, the top 5 false friends to focus on are embarazada, which means pregnant, constipado, which means cold, Fábrica, which means pharmacy, Largo, which means long, and Ropa, which means clothes. Fourth, when you see a familiar Spanish word, ask yourself, is this the same meaning or a false friend? Fifth, practice these 15 words in your daily conversations until they become automatic. If you master just these 15 false friends, you'll avoid 90% of the embarrassing mistakes that Spanish speakers make. The memory trick is simple. Familiar-looking words equals double-check the meaning. Now you have the tools to speak English with confidence.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.